All right, we're live.
Okay.
All right, we're live. That's the first time I had to do the camera on my own. Ryan,
buddy,
thanks for joining me.
What's up?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Good. This is my first. Is Facebook Live?
Facebook Live.
So we're live on Facebook?
We are live right now in that camera.
It's so strange.
Why?
Oh, it's strange. It's new. Strange is the wrong word. It's new.
It's new for me too, man.
Okay.
I had this whole discussion with my wife. I was very scared about getting on social media.
Yeah.
Once it got going, I mean, these things average, 1,000 views each.
Okay.
I do a pin presentation every Thursday or Friday.
Do you
that
think
gets 1,000 views?
I'll get more than 1,000 views?
What
if we get 2,000 views?
So far, the record is like
What's
1,100.
All right, so my own ego is going to require that we be 1,100. I mean, it's out of my hands.
So not necessarily. I tagged you.
Yeah.
And because I tagged you in this, you could technically share it with people, share it on your page.
Definitely
stuff.
not. Definitely not.
And then,
You're going to let nature take its course.
You're going to let nature take its course.
Yes.
All right. Do you know who we're sitting with? We are sitting here with Ryan Shear, principal of P&G, responsible for buildings such as Echo Brickell, which is right over there, Echo Aventura, Sage Beach, my favorite, Muse, which is stunning, and other projects like X Miami, which is a 600 lease rental building in downtown Miami. So the last two interviews have ran much longer than 5 minutes.
Okay.
The goal for this was realtors are ADD.
Got it.
And we want to keep it under 5.
Developers
roughly.
are ADD too, so it's...
So we'll make it quick.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. Ryan, first question.
Yep.
What are you seeing out in the marketplace right now that excites you the most about the last 5 months of the year, 2018?
So both in the condo world. So Muse, your favorite building.
Yeah.
We had our best sales month in the past 60 days than we've had in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you attribute that to?
Let's always start with a little bit of luck. You know, we don't control everything.
Hard work, I'm sure.
Hard work, luck. Just there's less. It's just been slow for a long time.
Okay.
So like it's very hard to tell like where is the bottom or where. And let's talk about pace versus price.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so slow for so long. Nobody really talks about how slow it's been for so long. That like we're seeing more walk-ins. We're seeing more, and these aren't like they walk in and buy a $5 million unit on site, but the leads are converting. You know, if you had your buddy Brickell Kaufman here, she'd tell you that we were working the sales for 2 months and 3 months, but they converted. And that was over close to $20 million of real estate in 60 days.
60 days.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Gil Desert said the same thing.
Did
Gil's
he?
like, it was slow for so long, and we've been and I interviewed Gil like a month ago.
Okay.
And he was saying the same thing. The last 2 months
Yeah.
have been the best months we've had in a really long time.
Look, the floor, same thing. If you rewind the clock and it's not 2008, 2009, 2010, there's 50,000 condos or 40,000 condos.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it's going to be like a 40-year absorption, something crazy. And it took 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think there's 15 to 20,000 condos, or like it's less than half that was delivered this time. It's going to get absorbed. It's just the pace of what it gets absorbed. It is I told, I don't know, New York Times, whoever interviewed me at the start of the year about this, it is the best buyer's market right now. If you were a buyer and you want a condo in Miami, I would go to every developer in town and be like, dude, give me your literal bottom price.
Yeah. And while you're at it, your shoes and your shirt.
Everything.
Maybe your watch while you're at it.
Everything.
There you go. You guys heard it. Now's the time to buy directly from the developer himself.
Yes.
All right.
Take advantage.
So let's take the flip side, because this is what I've been doing with the developers. What are you seeing out there that kind of worries you about 2018?
It's just a weird place in the world. I mean, not to get political, but like political climate's weird. New York real estate's weird. You know, we've been in New York for almost 30 years. Mm-hmm. It's weird in New York. New York's never weird. New York's like the rock. It's the it's the bullion of real estate. It's just a strange time, and it's like I guess a general level of uncertainty. So yeah, we had a great month at Muse, and X Miami's leasing super well, and I think the multi-market is crushing it right now in general. It's not just our product, but there's a general level of uncertainty. Like people don't know, should I buy? Should I rent? Should I just hold my cash? Should I go in the stock market, or the stock market's too inflated? So it's like insecurity, let's call it.
So a lot of unknowns.
It's a lot of unknowns. Yeah, like there is no like I need to buy this now or I need to do this now, and it's almost like people feel better with certainty. It's like it's a down market or it's an up market, but this like I don't know what the market is it's a weird feeling.
Got it. Cool. Fair enough. Last question.
Sure.
You just kind of digressed to it a little bit. The rental market. We talked about X Miami.
Yep.
It actually happens to be a listing of Related ISG International Realties.
Correct.
Realty, not Realties. Though Realties, you never know as we continue to expand.
Sure.
Talk to us about, by the way, X Miami is a stunning project.
Thank you.
You decided to not only get into the rental market, but also the shared living experience at the same time.
You only go black or white.
You only go big or not at all.
Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
So Why shared living? Why multifamily?
So just multifamily in general, a lot smarter, bigger, wealthier funds and groups. Take Goldman Sachs for example. Dude, like unanimous consensus across America, at least, is Class A product over the next decade or decades is like the future America gold. Like it's a very safe place to put your cash, whether you're an investor, developer, so forth. And if you can hold these assets over a long period of time, you'll be in a really nice position 10 years from now, 15 years from now, if you own downtown Miami Class A product. So that's just generally why you should be in the multi-space. It's hard to get into the multi-space because you can't use buyer deposits. It requires big checks. It's just a hard...
You need accredited investors,
all
that jazz.
It's all that jazz. So that's why multifamily in general, why specifically co-living and this whole nuance. Our general nature is just, we don't want to be like everybody else, and that's not, you can't always not be like everybody else in real estate, right? Because there's basic fundamentals you need to follow. But we think the space is getting massively disrupted. To use our word, like, best comparison that most people would assimilate to would be like Uber to the taxi business, right? And like told people 15 years ago, some random guy or some random girl's gonna be driving you around. You can pick them up in your app. You'd be like, what are you talking about? That sounds like
what's an app?
A murder mystery. And what's an app? So like, what's going on in the multifamily space? Well, you have general affordability issues across the country. People cannot afford to live in the buildings they want to live in the places they want to live. So you gotta make a choice. It's a choice. Trade space, have a roommate. There's only so many choices to make. We just did that for a lot of people. So actually, X Miami.
A lot of people.
As you know, X Miami is the least expensive price point in a Class A asset in the entire Miami market.
And I don't even think Class A is the right way to describe it. I think it goes above Class A because it's probably the heaviest amenity-rich building I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean the layers. As the PR girls were training the other day how to speak about this. The core is fundamental real estate, right? Yeah. When a lender looks at it or an investor looks at it, at the bones of the building, it's a multifamily building, right? It doesn't matter that we have co-living, we're on our own lease, they still see a 2-bedroom, right? So it functions, and the underneath is a real estate asset. What we layer on top is all the social spaces are twice or 3 times as large. They're all interconnected. You could be on your own lease in your own bed and bath, which drops down the price point. So like all the layers is really what creates it. Now, like we say all the time, experience is a new luxury because that's what we believe. So if I could say, hey, you want to pay $1,300, I mean, you lease it for us. I'm pitching, but you know what? It's nice to pitch you in this.
Go ahead.
If I said, hey, you could live in a building for $1,300 and you have to sacrifice nothing except your bed and bath. We're going to give you your roommate. You need a roommate anyway, okay? But it's fully furnished and everything else. Like all the amenities are better. You don't have to join a gym. All the internet.
You don't have to worry about finding the roommate.
You don't worry about finding
or if the roommate moves out, you don't have to worry about covering their rent.
Correct. Any of that stuff. Like, what's your real trade? We don't see the trade. I mean, like, this should have happened. It is happening. It's not just us that's doing it. We're just the largest group, I think, in the world that is a vertically integrated developer doing that, meaning buying the dirt, building the building, and layering on.
Doing all of it. And you're going to Fort Lauderdale, you're going to Orlando with the concept, a bunch of different places.
Yeah,
Denver,
Phoenix.
I want Denver, by the way.
You want Denver?
I'll do Denver. I love Denver.
Okay. Maybe you just want to spend time with them.
I do. Well, I got one last question.
Sure.
So if there's any project that's coming up that you're just like, you lose sleep about it, but not because you're worried, but just because you're so excited.
So jacked up.
So jacked up. What is it? And I didn't prepare you for this one. So.
No, it's good. It's a great question. I actually think our piece of dirt in front of X Miami, the 3, or people refer to as
300.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're bringing a 5-star hotel. I can't announce it because we're not allowed to announce it yet. But it's a pretty big deal, I think, for City of Miami and for us. Forget like tallest tower and all that nonsense. It's more just like there's so many things about that site and that build and that architecture and the 5-star hotel and the condos and so forth. For our company, it's a big deal. So like it hits us hits me personally on multiple levels.
And I can only imagine the architecture when you look at Brickell, you look at Muse and all that. I can only imagine what the architecture is going to look like on that building.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Cool.
It's pretty
crazy. Thanks, man.
Pleasure.
Thank you guys for watching. Hold on, we're still live until I press the stop recording button. Thanks, guys.